Hey, what's up? I'm Xavier Giles, sophomore on the wrestling team at Princeton University, and I'm from the Bronx.
Xavier, how did you get into wrestling, and what's your wrestling journey been like up till now?
Yeah, so when I went from elementary school to middle school, I went to an all-boys school that had a basketball team and a wrestling team that were both pretty good. And basketball was a little hard to walk onto, and wrestling doesn't really turn people away at most levels. So I tried out for the wrestling team. Coach Corey and Coach McGarry, two coaches at Eagle Academy, and I kind of just stuck with it, fell in love with the sport, and just really respected the hard work that it brings and all the work ethic that you get out of it.
What's your experience been like at Princeton on and off the mat?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Just being appreciative that this is kind of what I hoped and I prayed for, being able to make it to Princeton University. Having the dual hardship of being part of a D1 team that's striving to reach a lot of high goals, and then of course the academic part of it too. I'm at a super prestigious university, so I think it's been a lot of fun and a challenge to myself and a testament to who I am and my character as a person. My wrestling journey has kind of built me up, being able to be resilient, and that's on and off the mat, the classroom, also trying to get better test scores, just trying to improve myself all around.
How did Beat the Streets help you land at Princeton?
Yeah, I think Beat the Streets definitely exposed me to a lot of different skill sets and a lot of different coaches that would come in and show like clinics. Like I remember sitting right here in this hallway just before practice, at Columbia with Beat the Streets and the academy and stuff like that. So, like I said, just kind of being exposed to different coaches and different people who just want to give back to the wrestling community. Beat the Streets allowed me to kind of build like a different skill set of skills that prepared me to be able to jump to the next level and just kind of keep my eyes open and take critical feedback, in a good light so that I can be able to build myself and just better myself as an athlete.
This year, Ivy League championships here at Columbia in New York. You're a New York native. There's three others competing as well. What's that like?
Yeah, I love it. I'm getting to see like close friends from home that I grew up wrestling with, and they're kind of doing the same thing at this high level. So I never really felt alone, but it definitely feels like more welcoming having somebody around you who kind of came up from the same level as you and is kind of working, through that high level with you. And of course, people from home, from Beat the Streets, that I'm able to see that I haven't seen in a long time. It just kind of reminds me that there's always people behind me rooting for me, and it just allows me to keep my head on straight and just keep working hard, which is always a lot of fun.
And then what do you think the four of you competing here today does for the next generation of New York City wrestlers?
Yeah, I think it does a huge job. Like I remember being a lot younger, some of the upperclassmen at Eagle Academy and then at other schools, were state champs and Fargo, All-Americans, all that. That just really inspired me to want to do the same thing. So I hope I can do that for the next generation of wrestlers that come up and, they want to go to these high academic schools that are striving for the same athletic goals. And I hope I can just inspire and build somebody's confidence that they're able to reach the next level because New York City kids can.